Ever crack open a jar of last year's preserves and think, I wish this could last forever? Well, my culinary comrades, the Amish might just have something to say about that. We're diving deep into the heart of Amish country to uncover their time-tested techniques for long-term food storage. What if you could preserve food for decades without a refrigerator? The Amish have perfected this, using methods passed down for generations. Ready to uncover 12 brilliant time-tested techniques that make long-term food storage not just possible but practical? Let's dive in. Alright folks, let's talk water bath canning. Think of it as giving your fruits, vegetables, and sauces a nice hot jacuzzi bath, but instead of relaxing, we're talking about eradication. That rolling boil? It's about driving out air and annihilating bacteria. And the real magic happens as those jars cool. That's our airtight seal forming, locking in freshness. Amish pantries are lined with these jars, each one a testament to resourcefulness and flavor. Tomatoes bursting with summer sunshine in the dead of winter, you bet. So, whether you're swimming in a bumper crop of tomatoes or just want to bottle up a taste of summer, water bath canning is your ticket to pantry domination. Okay folks, put on your thinking caps because we're about to get down and dirty with ash storage. We're talking about clean, wood ash. Think of it as nature's pantry protector. Wood ash is naturally alkaline, bad news for microorganisms. The Amish have used this method for centuries. It keeps them fresh for months. No funky flavors, just pure freshness. No plastic wrap, just nature's power. Try ash storage for a chemical-free way to extend produce life. Now let's talk about a technique that's near and dear to my heart, fat sealing. You might know it by its fancy French name, confit, but don't let that intimidate you. This is about as primal as it gets, preserving food in its own rendered fat. We're talking about submerging succulent cuts of meat in a molten pool of golden goodness, creating an airtight barrier against the ravages of time and oxygen. The Amish have been using this method for generations, transforming ordinary cuts of meat into pantry staples that would make a French chef weep with envy. Render some lard, melt some tallow, and get ready to experience a level of flavor and preservation that will change the way you think about food storage forever. Alright folks, buckle up because we're about to enter the wonderfully weird and tangy world of fermentation. Now this isn't just some trendy culinary fad. This is ancient alchemy at its finest. We're talking about harnessing the power of microscopic beasties to transform raw ingredients into flavor bombs of epic proportions. The Amish, in their infinite wisdom, have long embraced the magic of fermentation. Sauerkraut, that tangy fermented cabbage, is practically a national treasure in Amish communities. And let's not forget about pickles. We're not just talking cucumbers here, folks. The Amish pickle everything from eggs to onions, creating a symphony of sour, salty, and tangy flavors that can liven up any meal. So, ditch those sugary yogurts and embrace the tangy goodness of fermented foods. Now let's talk about a preservation method that's as old as the sun itself: drying. This is about as low-tech as it gets, folks. We're talking about harnessing the power of the sun, or a gentle heat source to remove moisture from our food, concentrating flavors and extending shelf life like nobody's business. The Amish, masters of practicality, have elevated drying to an art form. Their farmsteads are often adorned with rows upon rows of drying racks, laden with everything from sliced apples and herbs to strips of meat and fish. Properly dried foods can last for years, providing a nutritional safety net for times of need. A simple oven set on a low temperature or even a dehydrator can work wonders. So, embrace the ancient art of drying and unlock a world of flavor and preservation. Alright folks, grab your sweaters and flashlights because we're about to descend into the cool, damp world of root cellars. Think of them as nature's refrigerator, a subterranean sanctuary where temperatures remain cool and consistent year-round. The Amish, being one with the land, have long understood the value of a good root cellar. These underground chambers are perfect for storing root vegetables, apples, and squash. A well-maintained root cellar can keep produce fresh for months. Chapter 7. Salt curing ancient wisdom for modern tables. Let's talk salt, folks, but not the kind you sprinkle on your fries. We're talking about salt as a preservation powerhouse, a mineral that's been keeping food safe and delicious for centuries. The Amish, with their deep respect for tradition, have long understood the power of salt curing. This ancient technique involves surrounding meat or fish with a mixture of salt, sugar, and sometimes other spices, drawing out moisture and creating an environment where bacteria simply can't thrive. Properly salt-cured meats and fish develop an intensely savory flavor and a texture that's both firm and tender. Think melt-in-your-mouth prosciutto, delicate gravlax, or smoky bacon that will make your breakfast sing. The Amish use salt-cured meats to add depth and complexity to their dishes, transforming simple ingredients into culinary masterpieces. So, ditch those chemical-laden store-bought cured meats and embrace the ancient art of salt curing. Pickling beyond cucumbers, a world of flavor awaits. Okay, pickle lovers, this one's for you. We're diving into the wonderfully tangy world of pickling, but we're going way beyond the humble cucumber. The Amish, those masters of preservation, have turned pickling into an art form, preserving everything from eggs to onions in a vibrant bath of vinegar, spices, and sometimes a touch of sweetness. It's all about creating an environment so acidic, so inhospitable to bacteria, that our pickled treasures can last for years. Pickled eggs are a revelation, especially when paired with a cold beer, or added to a hearty salad. And when it comes to pickled onions, well, they add a burst of flavor and color to everything from tacos to sandwiches. So grab your jars, stock up on vinegar, and get ready to explore the endless possibilities of pickling. Chapter 9. Smoking flavor with a side of preservation. Fire up those smokers. We're delving into smoking, a technique for flavor and preservation. The Amish use smoking to preserve meat, fish, and cheese, adding irresistible smoky depth. Slow smoking over hardwoods creates a protective barrier and layers of flavor. Imagine a perfectly smoked ham, melting in your mouth with hickory or applewood essence, or flaky smoked salmon, its flavor enhanced by smoke. Gather your wood chips and experience the transformative power of smoking. Now, let's talk about herbs, folks, but not just as a garnish or a last-minute sprinkle of flavor. We're talking about herbs as preservation powerhouses, natural antimicrobials that not only enhance the taste of our food, but also help to keep it safe to eat. The Amish, with their deep connection to the land, have long understood the value of herbs both for their culinary and medicinal properties. Think about it. Rosemary, thyme, sage, oregano, these aren't just flavor enhancers, they're nature's little warriors fighting off bacteria and spoilage with their potent essential oils. The Amish use dried herbs liberally in their cooking, adding them to soups, stews, breads, and even desserts. Simply gather your favorite herbs, tie them in small bundles, and hang them upside down in a well-ventilated area. Once dry, store your herbs in airtight containers and enjoy their concentrated flavor all year round. Alright folks, let's talk about vinegar, that tangy, pungent liquid that's as versatile as it is ancient. The Amish, masters of resourcefulness, have long relied on vinegar as a key player in their preservation arsenal. We're not just talking about pickling here, folks, although that's certainly a cornerstone of vinegar preservation. We're talking about brines, those magical mixtures of vinegar, salt, and sometimes sugar that can transform vegetables, fruits, and even eggs into tangy, crunchy delights. Think about it. Pickled beets, their earthy sweetness tempered by a vibrant vinegar tang. Or how about bread and butter pickles? Those sweet and tangy treats that are perfect on burgers or alongside a grilled cheese. So, grab your jars, stock up on your favorite vinegar, and get ready to explore the tangy world of vinegar preservation. Now folks, let's take a step back in time to an era before refrigerators and freezers, when keeping food cold required ingenuity and a deep understanding of nature's rhythms. The Amish, with their traditional lifestyle, have preserved this ancient knowledge, utilizing ice houses as a way to keep perishables fresh throughout the warmer months. During the coldest part of winter, Amish communities would come together to harvest ice from frozen lakes and rivers, carefully transporting it back to their ice houses. These blocks of ice, packed in sawdust or straw for insulation, would slowly melt throughout the year, keeping the interior of the ice house at a consistently cool temperature. It was a marvel of natural engineering, a testament to the human ability to adapt and thrive in harmony with the environment. While ice houses may seem like a relic of the past, they offer a valuable lesson in resourcefulness and sustainability. So there you have it, folks. 12 time-tested techniques for long-term food storage straight from the heart of Amish country. The Amish have turned food preservation into an art form, proving that modern technology isn't always necessary. From canning to ash storage, their techniques are as resourceful as they are effective. These methods, passed down through generations, are a testament to human ingenuity and our deep connection to the land. They remind us that food preservation is about more than just extending shelf life. It's about honoring the seasons, reducing waste, and ensuring that we have access to nutritious, flavorful food year-round. Which of these would you try? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating insights.